The cost of a minute, how a single moment can redefine a decade. Have you ever paused to reflect on how one fleeting moment can hold the power to shape the rest of your life? A single minute of anger, lust, or greed can undo decades of hard work, unraveling the tapestry of your achievements in an instant. It's an uncomfortable truth, but it's also one that philosophers, thinkers, and spiritual leaders have pondered for centuries. Why are we so quick to sacrifice the long term for the short-lived? And how can we learn to resist the pull of destructive impulses? Let's begin with anger. Think about how it feels in the heat of the moment. The pounding heart, the rising voice, the overwhelming urge to act, to retaliate, to lash out. In those moments, reason feels distant, drowned out by the surge of emotion. But anger, as powerful as it feels, is fleeting, and its consequences often last far longer. Imagine a heated argument with a loved one. One cruel word spoken in anger can leave scars that words of apology may never fully heal. Relationships that took years to nurture can crumble under the weight of a single emotional outburst. The Stoics understood this well. Seneca, one of their greatest thinkers, described anger as a brief madness. He warned that it enslaves the soul, stripping us of our capacity for rational thought. Yet, in modern life, how often do we allow anger to dictate our actions? A driver cuts you off in traffic, and you respond with road rage. A colleague undermines you, and you retaliate without thinking of the larger picture. In these moments, we become prisoners of our own emotions, forgetting that the cost of our reaction might far outweigh the temporary satisfaction of venting. Now, consider lust. Unlike anger, which often flares up suddenly, lust can simmer, building slowly until it overwhelms us. It's an instinct as old as humanity itself, deeply rooted in our biology and psyche. Yet when left unchecked, it has the power to destroy lives. How many families have been broken, careers derailed, and reputations ruined because of one impulsive decision? Lust blinds us to consequences, focusing our attention on the immediate gratification of the moment. But once the haze clears, we're left to face the aftermath: guilt, regret, and often irreversible damage. The Greeks understood the duality of lust. Plato compared the soul to a charioteer controlling two horses, one noble representing reason and the other wild representing desire. When the wild horse breaks free, chaos follows. In our modern context, the wild horse might be a secret affair, an inappropriate text, or even a thoughtless flirtation that spirals out of control. These actions often feel small in the moment, but can grow into tidal waves of destruction, sweeping away trust, respect, and stability. And then there's greed, the quiet, insidious force that tempts us with promises of more money, more power, more success. On the surface, ambition and greed can look similar, but their roots are very different. Ambition seeks to achieve, greed seeks to hoard. Ambition builds, greed consumes. Greed whispers that the ends justify the means, encouraging us to compromise our values, cut corners, and betray others. The consequences of greed can be devastating, not just for individuals but for entire societies. History is filled with examples of people who sacrificed everything, friends, family, integrity, for the sake of material gain, only to find that the price they paid was far too high. The Buddha taught that desire is the root of suffering, and greed is its sharpest expression. The more we chase, the emptier we feel. True fulfillment, he argued, comes not from accumulating, but from letting go. So, why do we allow these emotions to control us? Why do we let anger, lust, and greed override years of effort, discipline, and growth? Perhaps it's because we live in a world that celebrates instant gratification. We're told to act now, seize the moment, follow our desires. But the truth is, not every impulse deserves to be acted upon. Some moments demand restraint, reflection, and patience. Aristotle believed that the key to a virtuous life lies in balance. He argued that emotions themselves are not the enemy. It's how we manage them that defines our character. Anger, for instance, can be righteous when channeled into justice. Desire can be beautiful when aligned with love and respect. Ambition can be transformative when guided by integrity. The challenge is learning to pause, to reflect, and to choose wisely. Imagine if, in the heat of the moment, you could stop and ask yourself, what's the long-term cost of this decision? Will this choice serve my values and goals, or will it destroy what I've built? These moments of self-awareness can be the difference between a life of regret and a life of purpose. Think of the ripple effects. One word spoken in anger can alienate a friend forever. One act of lust can unravel the trust of a lifetime. One decision, driven by greed, can tarnish a reputation that took decades to build. But the opposite is also true. One moment of restraint can save a relationship. One act of discipline can preserve your integrity. One wise choice can strengthen your legacy. The next time you feel the pull of anger, lust, or greed, remember, a minute of indulgence can cost you a decade of effort, but a minute of wisdom can protect everything you've worked for. Now it's your turn. How do you navigate these moments in your life? What practices or philosophies help you stay grounded when emotions threaten to take over? Let us know in the comments. Your insight could be the spark someone else needs to make the right choice. If you're not subscribing to the Usafi channel, you're probably never going to see us again. But if you are, then congratulations. You're learning something new every day.